And for this ride, we're doing a ride with boots on the ground. We start and end our ride at the Ribble Head Viaduct, just inside Cumbria, 104 feet high and 24 stone arches. Andy from Boots on the Ground has billed this one as a Blackfoot effort, an extremely tough cross-country trail. So I'm expecting this to be a difficult one and to be a bit of a challenge, but I don't think I've really got any idea about just how hard this is going to be. I highly recommend checking out Boots on the Ground YouTube channel and Facebook group, and that is where you'll find the GPX for this ride.
Now everyone's screaming my name. Look at me now. I couldn't look at myself. Now I see the mirror and say, look at me now.
There is free parking along the road at the Ribble Head Viaduct, but you could expect this to be full during the summertime and at other busy times.
I wonder if I made you proud. Following dreams like your favorite content creator. I promised my mama I'll make it. That woman the queen. The grind of my father been embedded in me since I was a teen. Mashallah, I mean, that's what they say to me now. What you expect from the boy? I pop on their feed. They all wanna hate on me now. Why you disrespecting the boy? That's just confirmation that I'm a win.
This was a 25-mile ride that took 6 hours and 15 minutes and 3,000 feet of climbing. It was epic, but it was epic hard.
How they still forget. Flew to LA in the big C. Everything I do is big heat. Everything I do is keep making big moves, keep them discreet. 100 new connections this week, making flips like a Misty. Eyes stacked up against me, told them miss me. Mama, look at me now.
The weather on this ride starts off quite reasonable, with it being dry, around 7 degrees and low winds. However, quite quickly the weather did turn with gale force winds, fog and a spray that just penetrated all of your clothes. I really got cold on this ride.
I wonder if I made you proud.
This ride is new to Andy and the rest of us, and I just want to warn you straight from where you park the car, this is going to chuck you into a very steep climb.
Are you alright, Tony?
That's a bit close for comfort.
Are you alright?
Oh, now that is a brutal climb, even for those of us with 120 Newton meters. And we lost one ride already. It must be 25 miles, so we must be 2 miles into this, and I'm already desperately looking forward to it, counting down to 10. 8 miles to go. So it's going to be hard to kind of express exactly how we felt at this point, but we're at 2 miles in and we feel like we should be halfway round. And I think Craig probably made the right decision in heading for home at this point. Bloody hell. You're going straight down and then straight back up again.
Trouser filling climb.
Shit. Okay.
Although it's not as...
But that's the last one, there's not much.
No, there's not.
But not as bad as that though.
Yeah, there's not.
Oh. Fucking hell. There were a couple of good bits of downhill, however they feature more in the video than they actually did in the ride. This ride just felt like endless climbing on and on, hour after hour. Having got to the bottom of the valley, little we know we are about to hit one of the biggest climbs I've ever done on an e-bike. A good proportion of this climb was simply too steep and slippery to even ride.
This is a crazy climb. Obviously GoPro flat, but reality steep. So far this ride has been defined by foggy weather and some, I wouldn't say horrible climbs, but very, very big steep climbs that go on and on and on and on. Now it's raining. Fucking hell, that was deep. This is getting, as Steve would put it, beyond a joke. I think it is blowing a gale up here. These are pretty horrendous conditions. I'm down to 3 bars with 16 miles left to go, so Botg's got 2 batteries. Siege down to 40%. Where are you at, Dandy? Oh shit, he's worried. I think we're all a little bit worried. So I'm now down in Eco. And the climbing just does not stop. I don't know if it's even going to come out on camera, but the driving wind and fog. My feet are soaked and freezing. Alright, if you didn't come on this ride, you're at home in the warm, get yourself lucky. Right now, if you were on this ride, you'd probably be wishing you weren't.
So 16 miles doesn't sound that far, but it was incredibly slow going. At times we were only doing 1 or 2 miles an hour pushing the bike.
Yeah, so we reckon the last 3 miles of climbing took way more than an hour, so less than walking speed. And still not done climbing, but at least we can ride. Oh my god.
Some good news.
But
We're at the peak, just the peak.
downhill.
Bad news,
There's another fuck off climb.
bad news is we've only done 11.4 miles and it's 25.6, so we're not even halfway.
We're not going to make it round.
Nope.
So there is another brief bit of downhill before we're straight trudging back up in the bog. And at this point, none of us think we have enough battery to make it round. We're pushing the bikes up this hill just to save battery. It's that bad at this point. It was the right decision to cut the ride short at this point, but you would think retracing our steps back to the road would be fairly simple. But in the fog, we actually couldn't find the way.
This is where it's getting sketchy, isn't it? Well, that I don't see the tree anymore. Oh, there's another gate over there. So, is it down there? Oh, fuck it! Yeah, I couldn't stop. No, I couldn't stop either.
We're all normally a little stronger and more enthusiastic than this, but we are absolutely exhausted.
Built to slab, and on the path they're really quite polished and slippery. Holes everywhere. This is definitely not a place to be, you know, riding around when you don't know where you're going in the fog. Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Steve's battery is dead, and this boggy and draggy riding, it Technically it's downhill, but it felt like pedalling uphill even with a motor.
Yeah, it's getting a little unnerving at this point. Miles to go, in the middle of nowhere, in the fog, freezing cold, feet, hands, and yeah, Steve's out. I'm nearly out. Don't know where Andy is. Ah, that shadow poking out from the fog is a sight to behold. Redone that one quite near the car. Whoa! I can hear them all. You're doing it like that. We all know we're back. Oh, still on the last little tiny bit of battery.
Push right over.
In summary, black was not an exaggeration. This was a very, very hard ride. It took me hours to warm up after this ride. I was so cold, so I'd like to go back in the summer and do this again.
They're a tough lot, these Yorkshire men and women. They want their ice cream in this weather.